Hey guys!
Hey guys!
Welcome back to another Whatever We Want Wednesday.
Whatever We Want Wednesday usually ends up being something Dana doesn't like.
No! We have 2 beers we're going to be tasting throughout the video, but today we're actually doing... Want to tell them what we're doing?
Camping trivia.
Camping trivia. So we have, I believe, 20 questions.
Alright,
We're going to give the answers at the end. We're going to kind of go through the questions together, answer them together. So if you guys want to, in the chat, because this is a live premiere, give your answers as we go. We'll see how we did and how you guys did. Okay, so today I'm having the Dragon's Milk Reserve Orange Chocolate.
So jealous of you.
We're going to be tasting them together like always. But if you guys remember in Craftness, we were obsessed with the coconut banana. So let's see how this one levels up to that. 11% ABV, New Holland Brewing. That's all I got to say. What do you have to say?
I'm having a double cannon from Heavy Seas. It's a double IPA, 9.5% ABV.
Oh my gosh.
No IBUs, but any good double is going to be close to 100 IBUs.
Is bourbon barrel aged like the rest of the Dragon's Milk series? Let me look yours up really quick, babe.
City Brewing Company.
9.5% ABV.
Yep.
90 IBUs.
Yep.
It says hop aromas blast out of this flavor explosion, massively dry hop with a balanced malt sweetness. Irresistible force showcases the power of bringing in the extra artillery. Hop cubed, then squared. Hop to the 6th. We've kept the same malt recipe portions as Loose Cannon, which we actually had the original Loose Cannon.
Okay.
We had it 2 years ago. This is the double version, and you did like that one. You gave that one a 3.75 out of 5. That was the non-double.
All right. This is fearless, bold, and independent. Put the wind at your back and enjoy the heavy seas.
Okay, overall rating for this one from everybody is a 3.7. From people we know, 3.8. So pretty good ratings. We'll see how much you like it. So mine smells like orange and chocolate immediately. That's all I smell. I don't smell anything boozy from mine. Did you already sniff yours? And mine had a head, but now it's gone. Let me pull my questions back up. Oh my god, it smells so juicy, like fresh oranges.
Oh my god, it smells like an orange.
It's insane.
I want that beer so bad.
Oh my god, you're gonna want to steal it.
Come on.
Oh my god. I wouldn't say...
so good. It's so...
It's not the immediately creamy love that I had for the banana coconut, but this is like the juiciness from a juicy IPA with the orange and the citrus, and then it mellows into the chocolate. It's initially almost like you're not having a dark beer, and then all of a sudden, dark. It's incredible.
It's amazing.
The transition is insane. No, no way. I love
don't know how much this was a bottle, but...
$6. It's $6 for one.
It's so worth it. They could charge $12.
It's like $36 for a 6-pack.
Delicious.
Okay, so we're gonna go through the questions together. We can take turns reading the questions. I will link the website we use down below, but as I said, we're gonna be kind of answering together as we discuss, moving through, and then at the very end, we will list all the answers so that everyone can tally up how they did. Oberon, calm down.
He's fine.
Okay, first question. Which of these things is not a good idea to do when choosing a place to pitch your tent? A. Clear away all debris from the place where you will pitch your tent.
That
B.
seems like a good
Pitch
idea.
your tent near the fire for extra warmth at night. C. Place a ground cloth underneath the tent for extra protection from rain puddles. Which one is not a good idea?
I'm gonna say...
It's B.
Because... honestly, you could get a spark, your tent could ignite.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
You could get more roasted than you want to be.
Yeah.
Which, being close proximity to the fire within reason is a good thing. We definitely do
I
that.
can't say that we haven't done that too close before, but honestly,
We're
we
usually
were in
about...
the desert, there were coyotes, it was probably a little closer than we should have been.
Yeah, I think most people have done that, but out of all the options here, definitely B is the not. Okay, number 2. What year was the first Sibley Tent invented?
I don't know.
I don't know what a Sibley tent is either.
And I probably should be ashamed of that.
I don't know. It
Like
may
the
be the name of a
Boy Scout
style, but I don't have any clue. A, 1858, B, 1900, C, 1930. What's your guess?
I'm going to go with 1900.
Okay, I'll go with that.
But
Read the next one.
1858 would be like...
Hold on, let's segue really quick.
I want to know what a Sibley tent is.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up Sibley Tent.
Honestly,
I'd assume that it's an A-frame like you're mentioning with like a single point.
It's got a musky taste to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like teepee style.
Oh, well then it's gotta be the 1800s.
Yeah, it's teepee style.
I'm gonna say 1858.
Okay, so we're going with A for number 2.
Yes.
So the next question is, who invented the Sibley tent? A. Robert Nyport. B. Henry Hopkins Sibley. C. Christopher Columbus. Definitely not Columbus.
I'm
I'm gonna have to go B.
I feel like that could be one of those ones.
Trick
that,
questions.
Yeah, like throw us off. I'm gonna go with B too, but
Okay, you read the next one. The question, number 4.
how did the name pup tent come about?
Okay.
Tents were used for the birthing of puppies. Tents were so small and primitive that they were only fit for dogs. They resembled kennels that were used to house dogs.
I'd go with C.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with A on this one.
We have to make a decision together.
Oh.
Why do you think A? Let's talk about it.
Tents were used for birthing of puppies.
Why would they need a tent to birth a dog?
Maybe they didn't want them in with the cattle and stuff, so they used a tent. I'll give in. I'll go
You're
with
gonna
C
go with
because
C?
I don't really have a better reason why. It's not like I chose it because I'm definitive.
Well, I feel like with most things that are like have derivative meanings from olden times is the best way I can describe it. It seems like, for example, like black and tans are called that because that's how they referenced black and tan coonhounds. You know what I mean? So it's
Correct.
like they didn't go, oh, it's black and tan because, you know,
But it's also a derogatory term. I don't want to get into that.
well, that's
Anyway.
Irish people.
Yeah. What is the best option to dealing with your trash while camping? Seal it up in a bag for when you are able to properly dispose of it, feed it to the wildlife, bury it in the woods, or burn it in the campfire.
A.
Definitely A.
Not the most
Please.
convenient option, but definitely A.
Please, just take the crap with you.
Yeah, take
your garbage.
take it with you. You brought it in, you bring it back out with
Right,
you.
really, seriously.
And on that note, if you're hiking, always bring a disposable bag with you because you never know what type of people are going to be on the trails. They don't respect the nature and the trails the way you do.
We do that a lot.
And it's frustrating. We do as much as we can. It's frustrating to walk past trash when you're trying to enjoy nature and you're respecting nature and you're grateful that a park exists, and then you look down and it's like garbage everywhere.
It's
like
funny living up here when I drive,
Less up here.
When I drive to work every day, I pass multiple like beer cans, pop cans, litter on the road. But
Really?
it
I don't see
really
it often.
it really increases during the heavily tourist times.
Oh yeah.
So whenever up here, whenever people who are from downstate or whatever come up,
Yeah.
you can tell because there's just a lack of respect for nature.
Yeah.
They just kind of toss.
Well, they use
crap
our area
everywhere.
as a party spot as
Yeah,
well.
so-
So it's like they have less care
Yeah.
for sure for many reasons.
Anyway,
Okay,
sorry.
number 6.
Your
Which tent is best used for parties or receptions? A. Dome tent. B. Pub tent. C. Frame tent.
I'm gonna go with frame tent.
See, I'm thinking either dome or frame.
I
Frame
don't think
tent would
dome
be.
like a dome tent is. I don't know.
Well, a frame tent
Frame
could
tent would
be.
be like a circus.
like
tent.
No, a frame tent would be like an instant up canopy style. So there's like frame. So there's 90 degrees. A dome tent is going to be better for wind protection and waterproof, like water repellency. Whereas like a screened in canopy, I don't know. Stability wise, frame tent.
I still say
Capacity, frame
frame. I
tent.
say frame.
I'll go with frame tent. I'll go with you. Okay, 7. What is the difference between a double and a single wall tent? A double has 2 walls and a single has 1.
That
B,
makes
a
sense.
double wall has 2 tents put together where a single only has 1. C, a double uses a rainfly over the tent where a single does not.
I'm gonna go with C.
Okay,
I think
so you don't
C.
think that it's double wall. You don't think it's double insulated.
I don't know what the purpose of that would be for. So I'm
But
gonna
you gotta
say
remember this though.
C. I mean, what do you
Most
mean?
tents-
If you had double,
Listen, most tents, the reason why they go from being like a 1 season to a 3 season to a 4 season, whatever it may be, is because it includes a rainfly for other times a year as well as insulation and warmth
Yeah.
purposes. Meaning that any tent can have a rainfly. It doesn't change it from a single wall to a double wall simply because it has a rainfly. I would say that it's like, it has 2 walls.
I don't know.
So it's like thicker material.
Honestly,
So it's almost
I
like
just don't
vulcanized
know,
material.
But I don't know why they would have a double wall without anything in between.
I don't know why you would have a tent that doesn't offer or have a rainfly. Because no matter what time of year, you're going to have the possibility of rain. I'm going A on this one for sure.
You are?
The rainfly has nothing to do with like whether it's a wall or not a wall, because most rainflies don't completely insulate or encompass the entire tent, because it goes around the doors and it snaps at the corners.
I just don't know why you would. Yeah, I guess I understand where you're coming from. I really do. All right, I'll give.
Okay, you read number 8.
How can you make the ice in the cooler last as long as possible? Put it in the freezer is A. B. Never open the lid to the cooler.
Never.
C. Keep the cooler out of the sun and keep the lid closed tight. Wow.
I'm gonna go with C.
I'm gonna go with C.
Because if I have beer in there, never opening the cooler is not an option.
You know what else I've seen, and I think it probably like speeds up the cooling process, but if you mix water in with the ice, I think that works well too.
It works really well.
Yeah.
Which is an important piece of camping equipment? A. Bug repellent. B.
Yes.
Crayons and coloring books for your kids.
Also yes.
C. Portable refrigerator. It's definitely not C. I think it depends on what way you're looking at it.
I'm gonna go with bug repellent.
I'm gonna go with bug repellent as well, but if you have children, keeping them occupied so that you can enjoy the tranquility and quietness of nature is very important.
Actually, we did a one of the vlogs. I think it was on Adventure Ranch's channel. The hiking at that park in Grand Rapids. What was the name of it? Where we started in and we got like meleeed by bugs, like mosquitoes just attacked us. Amman Park. We just got attacked by mosquitoes. It was awful.
Yeah.
So I'm saying bug repellent.
It's very definitively bug repellent. I'm just saying from another standpoint, if you have children that you are taking with you camping, if you're a parent and you've done this, you know that your kids being kids sometimes ruins a nature excursion, and as an adult is very frustrating and kind of diminishes all the things about camping that are great.
Duct tape works too.
Duct tape is a good option. If your child is like Patrick, giving them anything actually is never a distraction. He ends up just being really silly, laughing at nothing, making weird voices, and rolling into a ball. Nothing
Patrick,
fixes
if you're
it.
watching, we love you, but you do that.
You do that.
All right, where is the best place to store food when camping? That's interesting because it depends on, I think, where you're camping. But
it does depend where you're camping.
in your tent, away from the animals and elements, in a cooler on the picnic table, keep the cooler in the car or trunk.
Kind of tough because none of these are actually the best option. Because, like Dana was saying,
I would say C because there's not really any other options. But
yeah, I would say C.
Like I think you know when we were in Yosemite and some of the
Kings
areas,
Canyon,
we stored them in a bear-proof locker.
At the national parks, which was very convenient for many, many reasons. I loved that.
Storing it in the car was not an option.
No, because bear can get in there.
Right? So
yeah,
I've seen people hang things in
from trees,
like hang them on strings from trees. But I don't think putting it in the car is necessarily always.
No, because most coolers, unless you have a Yeti, which is a very big investment, they leak over time, no matter what. And then you end up having, which happened to us, and having a wet vehicle is never a good thing. And not just because it smells and it sucks to clean. If your gear, if you have dry gear and you put it into a vehicle that's now wet, you have wet gear. Wet gear is one of the worst I haven't even tried this yet, so like for a second yes, but then no. But having wet gear is one of the worst things that can happen to you. So yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say C as well, just because keeping it on a picnic table is really dumb. Whether there's bear or not, there's raccoons, there's many other things that can get into your food. And in your tent is bad because if you're attracting animals, you're now attracting them to your sleeping quarters and your personal space, and that's a terrible idea. What is a bathtub floor? A one-piece tent floor that comes a few inches up the sides before connecting with the tent wall. B, the floor under your bathtub. C, the bottom of your bathtub. It's A. It's A. A lot of tents that claim to be waterproof will have this style. You'll actually see almost like a tarp material on the bottom and it coves up the sides. It's kind of like your preference if you think this style is good. I don't personally like this style of tent because then you have a weak spot where the canvas of the tent or the tent material, the nylon, whatever it may be, is meeting that bathtub area, or the flooring is now meeting the sides. You have a weak point where they're joining unless they're vulcanized, which typically they're not. So, okay, it's your turn for number 12.
I just read number 12. It's a stupid question.
Okay, read it to them. They don't know it.
Well, what is a billy can?
It's not bad.
A can to feed your billy goat with. A clean food can used to boil water over a campfire, or a can with Billy's name on it.
Screw Billy. It's B.
I mean, it's B. It's a stupid question.
I wonder where that like terminology came from. If anyone knows, put it in the chat because
it's gotta be back when
like hobo
I was
something.
just thinking train hoppers, hobos.
Yeah.
People who would
vagabonds.
Be like vagabonds and that sort of thing. I'm sure that had something to do with it.
Okay, so you're number 13.
It probably was somebody named Billy.
Probably.
What is a footprint?
Okay.
Why am I getting the dogs?
Okay, what's our
A
option?
footprint's a custom-sized ground cloth for your tent. An art design you make with your foot.
Yeah.
Something you or an animal leaves when you step on the ground.
Pretty positive it's C. You know what I mean? I don't think that it's a custom-sized ground cloth for your tent. I've never heard that
I thought
used.
this was a stupid question. My thought immediately was a footprint is something that you leave when you leave the forest. So, like leaving a mark on a tree or a broken twig or trash on the ground is a footprint that humans leave.
Well, also
So
the term footprint, like when people say like, what's your eco footprint? It's like how much are you wasting? How much are you using?
Contributing
to the pollution
forest,
or whatever it may be.
Whatever. So I think footprint has to do with what you're leaving behind.
Which is why I think it's C. I don't think it's a term used for the ground cloth for your tent. I've never heard that before. Okay, number 14. What is a fly? A pesky, and you thought you were good at the dumb questions? A pesky insect.
It is.
B, the zipper on your clothes.
It is.
C, waterproof material that goes above your tent to protect against the elements. It's actually all of the above. So I don't know if that's an option. I don't know if you can only pick one answer or if it is a multiple answer option.
No.
It doesn't. It
Be
didn't
C
say.
then.
It would have to be C because this is in the context of camping, but it is all of the above. What is a guy line? A line a woman uses on a guy. B, a line a guy uses on a woman.
Yeah.
C, a rope used to secure tents that keep them from blowing away. It's C.
Yes.
It's C.
C.
For sure.
We used that in Missouri. Remember when we had the?
Thank goodness we did.
Thank God we did
Because we got hit with that crazy flash storm.
And if you ever
and Matt and Kay are probably in the chat right now, you can attest to that.
Like if you ever doubt the quality
or
of
strength of your tent.
Of a tent. Our tent, our little Kelty backpacking tent,
love Kelty.
held up to this huge storm like no other tent.
No water of any kind inside.
Not a single drop of water was in our tent. Not one drop.
Nope.
And it was the worst monsoon style.
And the wind too.
What is it? 40 miles an hour winds. And
I don't remember. It's like
hail.
40 or 60.
There were hail the size of small dachshunds. I mean, it was bad. Like
I would say more like marbles, so that's okay.
Well.
You popped a turtle.
On that one back road.
Okay.
Trying to get him.
Finally, you're admitting it. Okay, go read number 16.
What do you do when you mud up? Take a mud bath. Have the last drink before the campfire goes out. Or get everyone involved in a mud fight. Due to lack of intelligent answers in there, I'm going to go with the last drink before the campfire goes out.
I feel like that's the only one that makes sense, but I honestly have never heard that before. I feel like I usually just call it a nightcap. Or I bring the tent. No, I don't do that. I bring the drink into the tent with me because I don't drink as fast as Dana, and sometimes I bring my beer to bed with me and I finish it.
If we have signals, sometimes she looks up ghost stories and reads them to me while I'm going to sleep, and then I promptly fall asleep while she finishes.
Yeah, so I mean, I finish it before I go to bed. I don't just leave it there and like wake up in the middle of the night and go and then drink more beer. I don't do that. But like,
that one time.
I do read ghost stories to Patrick and Dana while like helping them fall asleep, and then I just sit there listening to the katydids and drinking my beer alone in the darkness. Okay. Anyway.
What is your mummy bag?
A.
A. Sleeping bag, tapered at the ends to reduce airspace and to conserve heat. A bag mummies were kept in, or a bag your mom used for camping laundry.
What do you mean your mummy bag? It should just be what is a mummy
It
bag.
said, what is your mummy?
I know, but that's what's throwing me off. Like
a sleeping bag tapered at the ends to reduce airspace.
I mean, that's what a mummy bag is. But the your freaks me up a little bit.
I don't know. I think it's a.
Yeah, I think it's a still, but I don't understand the phrasing of your mummy bag.
Well, who knows? But I think
Okay.
bag mummies were kept is kind of funny.
Yeah. Okay, number 18. What is a tarp for camping? A type of fish caught while camping. B, waterproof canvas or laminated material. C, an instrument used round the campfire. It's B.
What instrument would you use round the campfire?
A harmonica.
That's true. You could.
It's B. Okay, read those two. I
Okay.
hold it down for you.
What is a chuck box? A box to chuck your garbage into. A container for keeping your camp kitchen organized, or a box to chuck your laundry into.
I like that.
I think it's B, a container for keeping your camp kitchen organized.
I've not heard this term before, but I
Well,
am going to say that B probably makes the most sense because the other two are using chuck as like a verb, so it could be either.
But back in like
So I would say
wagon,
chuck wagon.
like what chuck wagons
Was
and
it-
stuff
yeah,
like that.
exactly.
That's why
So
I think it's.
I'm thinking
it's
B.
Yeah.
Okay, number 20.
What are mountain pies? Tasty sealed sandwiches made in a pie iron with
Yum.
limited filling options.
That's called a hobo pie, silly.
Pies that grow in the mountains.
Oh, I wish.
Or animal droppings.
Yeah. I'm going to go with A.
Really?
What do you
I'm gonna go
mean?
with C.
What?
Animal droppings.
Yuck.
Mountain pies.
I think it's A.
Have you ever heard of buffalo pies? Cow pies?
Yeah, cow pie for sure.
So that's a dropping, right?
Well, I know, but like I'm going to think it's a
So-
hobo pie, which is A.
Well, I mean, all right.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna go with that because honestly, why not?
Okay, so here are the answers to all of them. I'm going to, this is going to be fun to edit, but I'm going to read the answer and I'm going to go back and reference the question. So the first question that we asked was, which of these is not a good idea to use when camping or choosing a place to pitch your tent? The answer is B, pitching your tent near a fire. That one was pretty obvious. What year was the first Sibley tent invented? We changed our answer to A after looking at the style, which I did show on the screen, and A is correct. We also got B correct. Number 3 is who invented the Sibley tent? This is B, which is what I guessed and Dana guessed as well because Sibley's in the name. Come on now. So those are the first 3.
What?
We got all 3 right so far.
Okay.
Number 4, how did the name pup tent come out? B is the answer. So it is a tents that were so small and primitive that they were used only to fit dogs. We actually did not say that. I think that we said C, but Dana thought maybe it was A, but it's actually B. Tents that were so small and primitive that they were only suitable for dogs.
That's stupid.
Number 5, what is the best option to dealing with your trash while camping? The answer is A, sealing it in a bag until you're able to dispose of it, responsibly. Which tent is best used for parties or receptions? The answer is C, frame tent. We said that as well, even though I was thinking maybe dome. What is the difference between a double and a single wall tent? It is C.
Yes, I was right.
Yeah, I know, but it is C. So that's good to know, I guess, as far as like the terminology, but it doesn't change my logic behind why I thought A made more sense. But it's basically doubling the walls by using a rain fly. So it's now called a double tent, not a single tent. So it's C. The next one, yes, honey, you got it right, but my beer's better. Anyway, so 8. How can you make the ice in a cooler last as long as possible? That would be C, obviously, keeping the cooler out of the sun and the lid tight. Okay, where's the best place to store food when camping? The answer is C, keep the cooler in your car trunk. We got that right. What is a bathtub floor? That answer is A, and it's the tent floor kind of moving up a little bit and being concave to the wall and meeting at a seam. 12, what is a billy can? That is B, a clean food can used to boil water over a campfire.
You missed that.
No, we already answered that one.
The bug repellent one you did?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. It's A, it's bug repellent. 9 is A. Okay, 13 is, what is a footprint? The answer is actually A, a custom-sized ground cloth for your tent.
No kidding.
Didn't know
I would
that.
never have guessed that.
Yeah.
Well, I
Okay.
didn't guess that.
14, what is a fly? That is waterproof material that goes above your tent to protect against the elements, which is what we said. Even though technically it's kind of all the above. What is a guy line? Yeah, it's C. What do you do mudding up? It is have the last drinks before the campfire goes out. So that's cool. What is your mummy bag? It is A sleeping bag tapered at ends to reduce airspace to conserve heat. Number 18 is B. Yep, is B. Chuck box. The answer was B, like Dana had mentioned. And 20 is A, even though Dana was thinking it was potentially C because of cow pies and whatever.
I wish it would have been C.
Yeah, no, it's A. Hobo pie is another term that we're familiar with here in the Midwest. But anyway, thank you for joining us. Let us know how you did in the live chat here.
Hobo pie.
I want a hobo pie as well.
The first time we had hobo pies together, I called them hobo pies. I've always called them hobo pies.
I have too.
So they're made with a little camp
Iron
thing. And
you can get circle or square,
excuse me.
double or single.
So Eileen decided that she wanted to put chocolate pudding and marshmallow into our hobo pie. And I thought,
well, we made two different
what
flavors.
a great idea. We had like cherry pie filling and then we had like chocolate and marshmallow.
Like marshmallow fluff, like Jif.
Onto our bread. And we're out in the wilderness. We don't really have anything except a cooler, so we're buttering it and stuff like that. But it gets gooey and just so we eat it out of this hobo pie. And Eileen is all sugared up, like.
And I'm someone who gets really hyper.
Like really sugared up, like.
Yeah, I don't stop talking.
Ridiculously sugared up.
Million miles a second.
So we're
in
northern Michigan. There's stars all around. We got these weird bugs making noises that are, we called them inappropriate bugs. They're out there doing their thing, and their thing was maybe not necessarily PG rated. I'm just saying.
I think they were reproducing.
Anyway, the moon is out. The stars are out. It's quiet as can be. There's nobody around us, and I'm laying there in the tent. On cushions that we stole from a trailer that is on the property.
It's the deer trailer,
the deer camp trailer. It's not like we stole them, but
no, there are.
So we're laying
but
there.
But they're like 1970s conversion cushions from where like the table turned into a bed.
And they're made of burlap. I swear they are.
They're canvas.
So we're laying on them, and it's quiet, and I hear the bugs.
He shoved me in the crack.
And then Eileen says, "What would you do if I, put honey all over you and then smacked a beehive? What would you do?" And then I'm like, well, I don't really know what I would do. I'd probably get stung. That's rude. And then she says, well, what would you do if you were driving up to a stoplight and a bus full of kids pulled up and like threw eggs at you? I'm like, what? And then it just went on and on and on. What would you do if I shaved all of your chest hair off?
No, not all of it. Like shade a smelly face into your chest.
Yeah, I mean, so this is what happens when Eileen has too much sugar. Anyway, it was very funny, and the first time we had hobo pies.
Anyway, thank you for joining us for another one of our videos. We will see you next Wednesday.
Those bugs, though.
For a Brewing Up a Meal episode. So if you're looking for a recipe that may or may not include beer / either way we're drinking beer and reviewing it while we cook, then check out next Wednesday's video. Otherwise, we will see you Sunday. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's hard to know these things. It's, April. Still cold, in case you're wondering.
Still snow.
Still have snow.
Still snow.
Yeah, still have ice.
Still
anyway, thank you for joining us.
Fish.
Drink good beer and stay warm.
Stay warm. Cheers.
What are we going to say during the summer? Drink good beer and stay cold? Drink good beer and jump in a lake?
Drink good beer and go jump in a lake.
Drink good beer and buy a new fan? Like what?
Drink good beer.
Sit on your air conditioner?
Go fishing.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I
like it.
And catch a fish.
I'm hungry.
You gotta do better than those rock guys.
I'm hungry.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take this with me.
What?
You can't have my beer.
Come on.
No.
Leave it.
No.